Hello and welcome to Minecraft and today's Mod Spotlight. Decided to break up the hardcore Minecraft for a little bit, and today I'm going to focus on a mod, one of my favorites, the Clay Soldiers mod. It's super fun, and so let's get into it. I'll put that bed away. And so the Clay Soldiers mod is a mod that adds in, well, these clay soldiers. As you can see here, the clay soldier is created through a block of clay on top of a piece of soul sand in the crafting grid, which gives you 4 of these clay soldiers. And when they are placed down, they look something like this. Now these soldiers can use items that you drop on the ground as some sort of upgrades, and as well as fight each other. Now, the clay soldiers will only fight each other if they are on opposing teams. Let's say gray and red. And we can go and take a look at that in this arena, this small arena I built here. Perfect. And open the gates. And there they are. They haven't seen each other yet. Red's hiding behind the wall. Come on. There we go. And there they go. And so these clay soldiers, they will fight each other, and they can use different blocks and such as upgrades, giving them armor or weapons and stuff like that. Right now these two are just bare bones, and so it'll take a bit to kill each other. And almost there. There we go. Blue is our victor. Now, they can speed up that killing process a bit with, well, first of all, multiple soldiers or weapons. The one thing you'll want in your group of soldiers is some sort of leader to keep all the soldiers in line and together. Now, to create a leader, you can drop a gold nugget, which one of the soldiers will pick up, and they will use that as a crown. We can see right here. Now all the clay soldiers will follow this guy and follow him into battle and such, as opposed to without that gold nugget, they would have just been milling about, and if one soldier saw the enemies, he would rush off, but the rest would stay behind. And then we'll drop the gold nugget for the blue team, and they'll assign their leader. Perfect. Alrighty, and now, open the gates. Perfect, they're running right at each other. Big slugfest down here. Who will win? Blue or red? Kings are still in command. None of them have died yet. The gold nugget does not give any bonus to health or armor or damage at all. It solely makes that that clay soldier a leader. Now, not a single soldier has died on either side yet. But once one goes down, they'll start swarming each other. Oh, looks like blue just lost one. They're at a disadvantage here. See if red can go and keep that numbers lead. Oh, it looks like red just lost a soldier. Now they're back on equal grounds. Red and blue lost. Oh, they're losing more and more. Looks like red has the advantage here. Can't tell exactly. Yep, blue's taking another loss. Red just took a loss. Yeah, looks like red definitely has the advantage here. And it's just down to the king. They're almost there. Yep. Red is our victor for this round. And we can just go and punch them to pick them back up, and they even drop the upgrades that you gave them as well. So nothing is lost. We can go throw those guys back in here. And next we'll take a look at some of the weapons and armaments that these soldiers can use. So this time we'll put red over here, and you can give them 5 sticks. And I messed up and didn't close the gates, but that's fine. Take the soldier, put him back in there. Alrighty, perfect. So now we can go and see here that each soldier has a little stick, which they'll use as a weapon. And we can actually go and check out this little booklet that comes with the mod that gives you insight into every single upgrade that these guys can take. Now, not all of them can. Now, the soldiers can't take every single upgrade at the same time. However, you can stack a lot of upgrades on some of these soldiers. So the stick, for instance, it has 20 uses, and it increases their damage output by 2 to 3 points of damage. And then we have the bowls, which the soldiers can use as shields. And the shields themselves can block damage, take 50% less damage. And then we'll drop another gold nugget so that there's another leader to keep them in line together. Bowls, sticks, gold, and they're ready to fight. Here we are. Let's see if this combat will go any quicker with the new armaments. Now, I guess with the bowls, it would actually slow down the fight. But we'll see who will come out on top this time. I do like that I can go and come down for a closer view of this combat. Alrighty, that's one red down. Another one down. Blue takes a loss. Red is at a severe numbers disadvantage here. Oh, blue took another loss. Red took another one. The Red King is down, and their team crumbles with him. And thus ends the first fight. Well, the first real fight. Next, we actually have some ranged weapons as well. And this time I'll actually remember to flip that up. Now, the gravel is just a basic ranged weapon, which does not a lot of damage and a decent amount of uses, while the emeralds are also a ranged attack. However, they do much more damage, and it's more of a spell-like ability rather than just throwing rocks. Here we are, and we'll give each of them a king to lead them to victory. Here we are. There it is. The emeralds casting their spells against one another. However, the emeralds do have a limited uses, and it looks like once they are out of uses, they just start punching the other. Blue has taken some severe losses. Red is at a great disadvantage, or a great advantage here. Blue is almost down for the count. Almost there. This is taking quite a while. I see. They used up all their ranged attacks, and so they are resorting to just a slugfest. Alrighty, congratulations, Red. That is another victory under your belt. Alrighty, with that combat ended, let's go and take a look at the final fight that we'll have here. And here I'm going to go and take a look at some of the mounts that are in this Clay Soldiers mod for the Clay Soldiers to ride. And we'll go and drag all those in here. And remember to close the gates. Looks like it's coming to nighttime. So, I'd like to sleep. But it's nice and bright during the day for this combat. See if the game lets me. Come on, son. Come on. I know that there's a command block that you can set up to what is it again? A command block to set up that'll just change it to day every time it starts becoming night. But yeah, basically I'm not smart enough to set that up, and because I don't really know how to. There we go. Alrighty, so take a look at the first mount that I have here, which is a turtle, actually, and perfect. The king's going and riding on top of that. And then the second one, the gecko. Here we are. The third one, Pegasus. Oh, I actually have to place it down. Oops. And the final one, just the average horse. Here we go. We have each of the animals here, and even then, you can go and take a look at some of the mounts and see what they do. Normal horse, depending on what you use to make it, will give it its speed as well as health. And here, you can just go and see like 35 HP for the standard dirt horse with the 105% speed. So it just kind of goes and changes depending on what you use for the horse. So the horses we are using are just the standard dirt horses. And some of the other, the Pegasi, for instance, they have the ability to go and fly around. So they allow the people on top to, well, fly around. And the Gecko, which I knew would be a problem, can climb up walls, which can be annoying, and I actually just might end up leaving them out. I thought it would end up being a problem, but yeah, I might actually go and get some more. Since I'm not going to be using the Gecko, I'll give him some more. It's the other bunny. I forget to pick it up. Oh, there it is. It's in my backpack. Here, we'll give the blues their bunny, which can go and do a big old jump around. Pegasi can be really useful. It gives the soldiers a lot more maneuverability, although all the mounts do themselves, but they also go and have a bigger health pool. Go and help them out. And then I can go to the... And for some reason... Oh yeah, the blue soldier I picked up over there. You can come back in there. And then the red soldiers, which... Not... Oh, I already put them down, of course. Here, you can go and have your... Let's see if the king can get it. Yep, perfect. The bunny, Pegasus, and another horse for everyone. Let's see what other mounts can I give them, just since I'm not going to be using the Gecko. Just give them a couple carrot horses. Here you go, guys. There we go. A bunch of people get mounts. And look at that. Everyone's got one. Perfect. Give the blue mounts. Perfect. Everyone's got one. Just to go and show off the mounts a little better. Just find something for people to kill each other with. I'll use the arrows. The arrows are interesting because they actually give 3 different upgrades along with them. So the first upgrade that they'll give is the stick, which is just the standard weapon, but it also gives the flint upgrade to the stick. And the flint is what the soldiers end up using to, I guess, sharpen the stick, which just kind of increases the damage of the stick. And then the final upgrade is the feather, which is on the end of the arrow, which negates fall damage. I believe it's only one-time use of negating the fall damage, but it could be useful for things like the Pegasus rider, who, if their Pegasus died while they were in the air, they would be able to go and fall down to the ground without dying instantly. So here, we'll just go and give everyone arrows, just to go and maybe speed up the fight a little bit. Do you have one, sir? Take it. Everyone else got some? Alrighty, good. And here we go. Noticing a little bit of jittering in the recording. Hopefully that doesn't make it through. Hopefully I'll be able to fix that. There we go, everyone's got some weapons. And let's go ahead and open up the gates and send them at each other. There's the Pegasi flying around. Oh, wow, and they are killing each other quite quickly. Wow, okay, wow, I was very surprised. I had kind of gone into this assuming that they would be attacking the mounts themselves as well, but it looks like they completely ignored the mounts and just attacked whoever was on them. Yeah, this was a very quick fight. Those arrows really worked well. Very surprising. Alrighty, perfect. I'll pick you guys up. That's another victory for the blue team. Haven't really been keeping track. Maybe I'll be able to add it in post. Who's the wins between the teams. But, there we go. Just get rid of that stuff. And we will move on to the final fight, which will be against 2 teams of the exact same makeup, which will be looking exactly like this. And the teams will be having this makeup, which I made myself a nice little setup for, so we can go and take a look. Each team will have 1 king. You can go and tell that by the 1 soldier, which will be either using a dirt horse for the green team or a sand horse for the yellow team. Now, this king will be equipped with leather, which will give them a leather tunic as armor. A stick as a weapon, which will be sharpened with a piece of flint. It will be given a crown, obviously, to make them the king. A bowl as a shield. An iron ingot, which I believe is just an upgrade to the core of the soldier. That just, I believe, increases their health pool, stops them from being knocked back, makes them take a little bit less damage, just to go and make that king a little bit stronger. And, best of all, a block of iron, which adds studs to the bowl that the clay soldiers use as shields. And once again, just making the bowl stronger, just kind of beefing up this king, make them the strongest thing on the battlefield. And next, we have the King's Guard. King's Guard have a pretty similar makeup to the king, except obviously without the crowns, as well as without the iron ingot. So they will be slightly less stronger than the king, but they still have the sword, sharpened by the flint, as well as leather tunics and a shield, a studded shield that is, as well as horses. Now, next will be the common soldiers. These common soldiers will just have sharpened sticks, leather tunics, and bowls, and there will be 5 of them, and there will be 4 King's Guard, which I didn't specify. Next is the healers. The healers will be, there will be 3 of them, and they will have rabbit hide. The rabbit hide is similar to the tunic, however it provides a little bit less defense. However, it also makes the soldiers a bit faster, and it will just allow these soldiers to have a bit more maneuverability, allow them to get around the battlefield. Now, the first upgrade that I've given them is the Glistening Melon. Now, the Glistening Melon is a tool which, once a clay soldier gets below 25% health, the soldier can bring the Glistening Melon to them and heal them back up. And the second upgrade is a piece of clay. Now, the piece of clay can be used to actually revive a fallen soldier. Therefore, when these healers can go around, one of their companions are killed, they can go and use the clay that was given to them to revive them. So it's 3 soldiers with 3 revives as well as 3 heals. Next is the Rangers. The Rangers, there's 7 of them. I've created quite a bit just because they're what they use, the gravel itself, is quite weak, and it only has a certain number of uses, so these guys aren't going to be very strong. And they also have Rabbit Hide, give them a bit more maneuverability, as well as take a bit less damage. And last of all is the Wizards. The Wizards, there's only going to be 2 of them, but I'm giving them a block of Emerald. Now, unlike the Emerald, which I used over here, the block of Emerald does the same amount of damage, however it has a large number of uses. So these Wizards are going to be pretty strong, which is why there's only going to be 2 of them on each team. There we go. Now that we have the makeup of each team, 1 king, 4 King's Guard, 5 soldiers, 3 healers, 7 rangers, and 2 wizards. We can go and get into the combat, and this is just what their teams will be looking like. I wanted to make a bit of an example over here to just get it looking nice. There we go, and then we could go and move on to the grand arena that I built up over here. First, of course, we have the green team. In their little section on the map. I'm hoping that they'll be able to see each other from there. I might need to give them a little bit of a nudge, but I didn't want to make a too small of a combat arena because I wanted it to look a little pretty. You know, I wanted to treat you guys to at least some sort of nice looking building. Show you that not everything I build will be ugly. And yeah, the green team on this side, the yellow team on the other. And you can see here the yellow team has their dirt horses, or sand horses I should say, as opposed to the dirt horses. And they are all looking ready to fight. So first things first, I'm going to go and sleep again. That'd actually let me this time. And then we can get on to the fight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the arena. On the right side, we have the yellow team. On the left side, we have the green team. Today, they are supported by their 1 king, 4 King's Guard, 5 soldiers, 3 healers, 7 rangers, and 2 wizards. Today, they will be doing battle on this sacred battlefield. Open the gates. And there they go. They actually are fighting each other. We can see the wizards slinging spells. I haven't seen the kings of either come out. Here comes the King's Guard riding atop their horses. They're easy to see. There's the first king. The Yellow King I haven't seen yet. He's hiding inside, and one of the audience members has fallen in. The Yellow King is not out. He's finally riding out into battle. He was a coward watching behind the lines. I believe those hearts are revives, the healers reviving soldiers. Here we can see green is taking some losses. Yellow, surprisingly, seems to have taken less losses than green, even though their king was not out. Ooh, although the tide seems to have turned against the yellow team. Their cowardly king, hiding in the back lines, has severely harmed them. Their morale has been crushed, and it seems the green team is mopping them up. It is a close fight. And even now I can still not tell us the winner, but it looks like the yellow team has fallen. There is one Yellow King's guard. The Yellow King doing nothing. He's just standing atop his horse. And, oh, will they finally kill him? They've done it. The green team is the victor of the arena, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. And, yeah, that was a epic fight. Here we go. I'm gonna mop up the teams. Try and account for how many losses there was. Let's see. So we have 22 losses from the yellow team, as opposed to the green team's only 16. Green team with their 6 survivors, and it's the king and his king's guard. They are the only survivors. Wow. Oh, actually, it appears some of them had actually just stolen other people's horses. Oh, this is actually just 2 soldiers. You can tell. Okay, audience members, no thank you. You can get out of here, thank you. You can tell because their shields are not studded. So these are just common soldiers who actually stole horses from the yellow team. Wow, amazing. Great job, green team. Great job. Alrighty, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been my very first mod spotlight, and I'm hoping to bring you more. If you liked, please like the video. If you would like to see more, I would be glad to go and bring you more spotlights, and maybe even some more clay soldiers. I might go and mix it up a bit, have some pretty crazy teams. As you can see here, there is a huge amount of upgrades that I can throw on these guys. So I think I could do a couple videos of arena fights, actually. And hopefully I will. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys, and see ya.